What up, everybody? This is a recap of the open middle problem from Monday. Gotta break this down a little bit. Gotta put some tunes on in the background. It kind of just fires me up as I'm going here. This is from NFL Primetime, this music. Anyway, rational and irrational roots. So you're asked to find one rational root and three irrational roots. What you want to understand about this is that rational roots are way easier to find than irrational roots. So like if we do the square root of 1, all right, that's 1. The square root of 2, though, is irrational. You can't multiply twin factors together and get a product of 2. Same thing can be said of 3, that's irrational. So square root of 4, well, that's back to being rational. So you're probably thinking, well, all right, half the time it's rational, half the time it's irrational, right? Because I get irrational here and irrational here, but these are irrational. But as you keep doing these out, square root of 5 is irrational, square root of 6 is irrational, square root of 7 is irrational. You start to notice that the irrationals are a lot more common than the rationals, right? Square root of 9 being the next rational number. So based on all of that, I think a strategy here would be get your rational out of the way, and then you can worry about the irrational. So let's take this one right here. I can use 1 and 3. All right, so now that's clearly going to get me a perfect square of 4. The rest, I think, is easy. So if I make a list here of numbers, let's see. 1, 2, trace. All right, so let me use a different crayon down here. 1 and 3, we can cross those off because those have just been used. Now, right here where it says subtraction, common error I saw where students would do something like this. They would say 2 minus 4. The problem with that is you get a negative answer, and you can't take a square root of a negative. Believe it or not, you can take the square root of 2. That's a real number. But the square root of a negative, it won't work because you'd have to multiply a negative by a positive in order to get a negative. And that can't, then you're not doing the same number because they're different numbers. Oh, I got an advertisement going on. Back to the music. All right, so new song anyway. But negative times a positive, that's going to get me a negative. So that can't be the case because, you can't find the square root of a negative because then you'd have to have the numbers be the same. And by virtue of this being a negative and this being a positive, they're not the same. So let's not do 2 minus 4. Let's instead do 4 minus 2. Let me erase this. 4 minus 2 will work because that gets me a positive. So 4 and 2 are gone. 5 and 6 would work just fine. 5 times 6. By virtue of these being different numbers, you're not going to get a square root that's going to get you, right, 30. That's square root of 30. No, square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 25 is 5. So that's good. And then, I don't know, I'll just do 9 divided by 7. It's a crazy number. It's going to equal like 1.2 repeating, I think. 1 and 2 ninths. And 1 and 2 ninths is, well, think about it like this. It's really this is a fraction, 9 over 7. So if you were to take the square root of that, yeah, then the numerator would have a perfect square, but not the denominator. So therefore, it's irrational. Real quick, I'll break down another way to do this for you. This time I'll use subtraction as my answer that works. So let's see. Let's use 7 minus 6. That gets me a square root of 1, which is perfect. And then this is easy. All right, 7 and 6 can't be used, so let's use 2 and 8. All right, square root of 10, that's illegal. I don't know. I haven't used 3 yet. I haven't used 7. Oh, I have used 7. That's a lie. 3 times 5, that would work, right? Square root of 15 is irrational. And then this, let's see. 4 divided by, this is where it starts to get tricky. I can't use 9 and I can't use 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, this wouldn't work. Let's see, I'd have to swap out 4 and 5 here. I'm going to put 4 here, 3 times 4, and then over here, if I write in 5, and then right here I can write in 9. That would work. Variety of ways of doing this, more than one answer. That's why we call it open middle. It's open to a number of different answers. But hopefully you got one that worked for you.